It's recording now, Raymond.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, last year I put on a video where I went to the Netherlands to meet a young fellow by the name of Jermaine Fishwick. And I showed videos of me over in the Netherlands with his family and this, that, and other. Anyway, this young gentleman, 17 years old, graduated from high school when he was 16, just barely turned 16. He now has completed 2 years of college and he's only 17 and a half years old. He is a genius. Anyway, he has made a special trip from the Netherlands to spend the next 5 or 6 weeks with me here in Texas to work on the two-stage oscillator. I haven't done any work on it physically in about 4 years. So he got interested in it. He wanted to come help me with this thing. And we're powering it with an electromagnet. That magnet is only drawing 12 volts and 7 amps, which is about, what do you say, Jermaine? 90 watts, okay? And it's powering this pendulum. Now, remember what I said in some of my other videos. The heavier the pendulum and the longer it is, the less energy it takes to run it exponentially. This, we're pretty sure, is more than enough power to power the pendulum that I've got outside. This one is a little block of 2x4, but we've got about a 3-pound weight hanging on it. So all total, this pendulum probably weighs about 4 pounds, maybe 3.5 to 4.5 pounds. And it's swinging at just under 3 feet. The one outside weighs 525 to 530 pounds and is swinging at 6.5 feet. It takes less energy to run that one per pound of weight than it does this one. Now you can see this one is swinging almost a full 90 degrees. A minute ago we had it was swinging over 90 degrees, but my pendulum outside will not do that. It's designed to walk. Right here, in order to judge the distance or the height that it swings, we simply raise or lower the magnet, the electrical magnet. Okay? So you can see this is great. This is what we're going to do. We're going to put it on the big pendulum outside. So if you will, stay tuned and we'll show you what we're building and as we build it. And we're going to put it out there and we're going to power that big one. And then we're going to put the PMA, the Wind Nation PMA, back on it, which fully fired up, it produces 140 watts. Now we're hoping to run it on 90 watts and produce 140 watts. But the thing is, it produces 140 watts continuous, where this is only using 90 watts for a split second every twice every cycle. Start here, right here. That's 1 cycle, 2 cycles, 3 cycles. So out and back is 1 cycle, but you get 2. Actually, you get 2 pulls and 2 lifts on the two-stage oscillator outside per cycle. But you only have used electrical impulse for a split second twice per cycle. The electrical impulse is less than 1/4 of a second, so you're talking less than a half a second of electricity at 90 watts, producing for the one outside is 2.5 seconds per cycle. So anyway, I'm saying, if you do the math, everything we've ever done says this machine puts out more energy than it takes to run it. It is not over unity in that it's creating energy. It is not creating energy. It is using free energy that exists and converting it to usable energy. Now, here's the thing I don't want people to think wrong. This is not an electric generator. The two-stage oscillator is a motor. It can turn an electrical generator, it can run a water pump, it can run an air compressor. It is a motor. Okay? You can hook anything to it you want and run it. Alright, so I guess that's enough of my bragging now, but I'm going to tell you something. Jermaine, I love this kid to death. I love his dad so much I call him my little brother. Anyway, you're going to see more of him and me later as we build this apparatus. We're going to build it bigger and possibly even stronger. We're going to use this electromagnet that we built the other day to try to power it. If it's not, we'll build a bigger one. But we're going to get the two-stage oscillator up and running on its own with measurable power to run it and measurable power coming out of it to prove once and for all it does not create more energy than it uses. However, it collects energy and that exists, free energy, and converts it to usable energy. Now, the one thing I don't remember ever mentioning in my videos is the fact that NASA uses the gravitational pull of other planets to accelerate deep space satellite probes. The two-stage oscillator operates on exactly the same principle. Not exactly the same way, but the same identical principle of slingshotting satellites into outer space. You increase the speed of the satellite by gravity, pulling toward another planet. When it reaches a top speed, as it curves around the planet, all it takes is just a little bit of push and it goes beyond. And now you've increased the speed of the satellite 6 times its normal speed with very, very little energy spent. And that's exactly how the two-stage oscillator works. It's using the gravity of the Earth to pull it down, and when it reaches bottom and does that pull and lifts the weight over here, lifts the weight over here, then it turns and goes the other way. At that moment, we put just a little bit of energy so it goes up. Done. That's it. Thanks, folks. Stay tuned.